Welcome back to This Is Not a Tutorial. It's not a tutorial because I don't really know what I'm doing. I just do things and sometimes it looks good. So I will share what I'm doing with you so you can pretend to know what you're doing as well. So let's get started. Oh, I was looking for this. Okay. Here, let's take a new page. Yes, fancy nails. We're doing nail stations with kids, and well, I never do my nails because they never last, as you can see. Let's do maybe a 5x7. 5 here. 5. And we'll do 7. Line it up. I didn't even tell you what we're doing yet. We'll be doing some kind of transparent flower, something with transparency. And I came up with this crayon thing. This is everything I need to paint. If I'm going somewhere, I just grab this and a few papers and I have everything I need. I paint, tape, and actually what we're gonna do might look something like this. Or not. I don't know yet. So, someone's knocking at the door. Hold on. Okay, so I entered the door. And I'm back. I'll be tracing loose petals. I don't know if I'm supposed to be measuring, but I figured as long as all the edges are the same size, then it's okay. I'd like to know what song is stuck in your head right now. Let's start a playlist. There we go. Now I can trace. I want to do something I've done before. Transparent overlapping petals. I'll just start. I really don't like that. I think I'll just wing it. There we go. Back in here, because if I don't put it back there, I will never put it back. Here we go. We have my super messy palette because I don't like to waste paint, so I just always keep it there. And my little push bottle. It was a eyeglass cleaner. I emptied it out and put water because I like the size of it. Super compact, and it works well. Brushes in here. I tend to always use this one because that's the one that I actually chopped off the edge so it would fit. So I tend to use whatever I have. What color should we do? Ariel, quelle couleur je devrais faire une fleur? Bleu. I guess we can do blues. Oh, I have some here already. So I will start with a very liquidy wash. And it doesn't matter that colors are all mixed up. It doesn't matter. I just want a lot of one color. Add more water, dilute it. Okay, that might be good. And we'll just do one petal. So even this was too concentrated. I'm gonna have to dilute it more for the other ones. So because it was too pigmented, I'm just adding water and then removing it right after. And that will lift the color as well and remove the colors and make it more transparent. And I do like how it makes a harder edge around. Let's pretend it was completely intentional. Again, that's why it's not a tutorial. Okay, so we have one. Most important part now is not to touch this until it's completely dry. In fancy tutorials, the person will have a hairdryer already. I don't. I noticed the paint was too pigmented, so I'm just going to add more water. And then I'm just going to do another leaf somewhere else. I smushed a little piece of thin toilet paper here last time because I didn't know where to put it, and I find it very convenient. It's just there. I find this one not as interesting, and I'll try out something I saw someone else do in another tutorial. They just went back the edges. Oh, that's cool. Going back with a clean brush because it started drying and it made lines. I want it to be all blended, so I'm just going back with a wet clean brush and then picking up the extra. Just add a tiny bit here. I like this one better. Oh well. Okay, next one. More water. And I like the effect created here, so I'm going to try to do that again. Add more water. Paint's going to move to the edges. And then I'm going to remove it. As long as it's wet, I can move the paint around like that. I can move it wherever I want, or remove it. And the first ones, you do want the petals to be very light because we will be adding some more on top. If they're too dark to start with, we'll just kind of lose that transparency. Yeah. So now to make more petals, it will overlap with those ones. And I do not want to overlap until it's completely dry. So I'm gonna have to wait for it to dry, but you don't. Okay, poof, I'm back. Oops. I did end up using the hairdryer because I'm impatient. So this is completely dry. I will keep going the same way. Let's move in here. Go back with the water. As long as the layer underneath is completely dry, it should not affect it. But someone's still knocking at the door. I don't get it. I'll try not to disrupt too much the paint underneath. Okay, so now you can see the transparency chart starting. Oh.
Hi, Mommy. Good.
Turns out it's my neighbors bringing me treats. Your next petal. And go right here. Same as before. Gently remove, and while I'm removing, I'm kind of pushing it to the edges. Cleaning my brush again. Clear water. You don't want mucky water for this. Dab the edges. Oh, too strong. So I'm going back with water just to blend it out a bit. Okay. I'll make another one here. Dab-a-dab-a-dab. Shape it out. Water. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit more colors to the edges. And pick it back up. I have to remember this one is wet, wet, wet. So if I want to make another one here, I have to wait for this to dry. So I will wait for you. And we're back. Let's do another one. I want one over here. Whoop, my paint's going all over the place. A little too much. And I think I did wait for it to dry enough. I'm kind of smudging the layer underneath. Or maybe it's just too opaque. Pull out the paint more. Add to the edges. And because some are long and then there's just a short one, I think I'm gonna make it so that it folded over on itself. Curled up. Oh, I can't believe I still have those nails. Anyway, that's what I'll do. I'll just make it as if it folded back, and this is the tip here. If you'd like to see other things I've done, if you want to see other videos, you can go check out my YouTube channel. I'll post the link down below. And also you can check my Facebook page where I post projects that are on the go as I complete them. Or you can go check out my website where I have things for sale. That's valsart.com. If ever there's something you see there that you like, but it's like not the quite color you want, or if you have any questions or any requests, just in the contact me section, just send me a little message. So don't be afraid to experiment. Either you like it or you won't, and that's fine. I like that. Okay, so this is wet, this is wet. Do you want to make another one here? Okay. I'm wondering if I should do another folded petal here. No. I don't want to leave it just like that. One thing I do like to make is splatters. So just gonna grab the same color and go dub 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 dub. Ah, I love it. Everything looks better with splatters. Except my clothing. Actually. A little more pigmented. There. Going a little more towards the middle. Ah, yes. Oh, interesting. These two petals were still a bit wet, so it's blending in. The rest is just splatters. I like that. I want it to connect more in here. But now it's splatters, so I have to wait. Oh, I guess I'll wait. I've decided that we're now done with the painting part. I thought I wanted to add more petals, but I changed my mind. I like it like that. You can keep it just like that and keep, like, I like making many and then frame them together. They kind of look like a collection of some X-ray flowers or something. They look pretty cool on their own, but I like going back with little pens or markers. So I'm going to grab the smallest pen I have, and for a long time that was just a Sharpie, because like I said, I like using what I have, and I had a Sharpie. The store had other things, but I was not at the store and I didn't feel like going to the store. Sharpie's been my friend for many years, and then I decided to splurge and buy, oh my god, buy another different. It was like $10 for 3 or so. I don't remember. This one is smaller, 0.3 millimeters. But I want smaller than that. 0.1, that could do. I think I can go smaller. The 0.4, that's bigger. What's in here? 0.5, that's bigger. So I've accumulated sizes. I'm not the type to have to buy everything at once so I could start. I start with what I have and then I accumulate things. Oh, it's in my other bag. Ugh. Or you can put this away. Actually, I'm gonna let it dry somewhere else. Eventually I'll clean this up, but not today. My other bag. This is where I usually keep all my pencils. I'm looking for my tiny, see another Sharpie. 2. 0.05. There it is. I use the microns, but I'm not loyal to a brand specifically. There, so cute. I'm gonna start with the smallest one, and I will make very, oh, this one's just so, it works, okay. I will make very non-precise outlines with this. It's kind of scary, but you have to trust the process. And, life lesson, be okay with your mistakes. If I ruin this, it's not the end of the world. I can still make another one. I'm not a failure. But I will learn from those mistakes, and I will still learn if I make it right. So it's just a learning all over. It's great. Still scary, but worth it. Okay. I will get started. And I will start. Okay. Very loose, not precise, and I don't want it to be precise because I don't want to lose the edges here, because if I go exactly on it, then you lose that that effect. So sometimes it was on the inside, sometimes it was on the outside. It's fine. You can even go again to really accentuate the fact that it's arbitrary, I guess. I'll do the next one. Less scary this time. Once you do it, the rest is fine. Just have to get started. That was even easier. Yeah, I'll do this one too. Marker's dying. Scariest part is over. I could also just leave it like that, but I don't want to. I'm going to accentuate some of the petals by actually making designs on them. I'm going to start with this one, and I really like all the splatters in this one, so I'm going to accentuate the splatter by just circling them all. Again, loosely, just like I did the rest. I'm also going to accentuate any color changes. So far all the colors were gradients, very degraded, not degraded, dégradé, that's from French. But now I'm going to accentuate any where I see color changes. I'm going to outline it and make it super obvious. I think I've done that leaf. Yeah, okay. Next one. See, in videos, they edit out all the thinking. Because thinking takes a lot of time. And you watch the video and you're like, oh, they did it in 5 minutes. No, it took them an hour. They just stared at it for half the time. So it's normal. It takes you a long time, it's normal, it's okay. Or if you're just doing what I'm doing, that I'm thinking for you, you can skip that part, and good. But I have to do thinking. Okay, so let's think of what I did before. Would now be a convenient time to display all my other similar work that I've done. Pop, 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 pop. And see what kind of patterns I liked. Did I do something in here? No. Okay. Oh, you have to go check this. This is not a tutorial. I did a whole video on this one, so go check this one out. Those are all challenges from a Facebook group, daily challenge group. No, this is gonna help. Yeah, no, nothing's gonna help in here. I'll just go and do. Now I'm realizing this one is just too small. Or maybe it's because the tip is broken. But I'll go with the one size up, which is still super small. It makes such a big difference. I'm gonna have to go back and even things out. I really like the very fine black line. It's not that bad. Actually, I like it better with the darker lines. Yep, I'm glad I went with the darker one. Okay, so I was doing this one with lines. Again, just trust the process. It's very hard to do. No, it's easy to do. It's hard not to give up halfway. That might just be it for this one. It's kind of boring, but they can't all be accented? Is that a word? Emphasized? Yeah, that's better. Can't all be emphasized. This one will be neurographic style. Neurographic is, from my understanding, is you do lines and then you accentuate all the connections, all the crossings, where you just round off all the pointy bits. So I started with the existing lines, but I'm gonna add some very squigglies. There. Okay, and now with those new ones, I'm gonna do the same thing. It's very relaxing because that's one part where you don't have to think. You can just do. And now my Roomba just activated and it's gonna make so much noise. I'm not complaining. I'm really happy I have a Roomba. I just don't like noise. So I was saying, this is a part where your brain can go on a little holiday and just relax because you don't have any decisions to make. You see an intersection and you round it off. I've seen other people make really exaggerated black rounding off. Intensity of it, you choose. This one I want it to be still somewhat delicate, so I'm not gonna make it too bold. It's very therapeutic. So please let me know what you think of this video in the comments. Please like and subscribe because that will make me happy. Even if it doesn't change anything in your life, it will make me happy. And go check out my website, fowlsart.com. Okay, I have 3 petals done. What do I want to do now? One of the first doodles I started doing were little swirls. Tiny little swirls. And I did that in my, while taking notes in university and all that, because I need to keep some part of my brain busy so that the rest can actually listen and focus. So I did these pretty much all over my paper. Most of the time there's a lot of random stuff going on in my head. Like, I wonder how many times I saw this. Oh, the Roomba's coming over. No, go away. Okay, that's annoying. It's leaving now. I was saying, most of the time there's a lot of really random things going on in my brain. Like, I wonder how many times I saw the same crow without knowing that it was the same crow. And crows are really smart. I wonder if they know how many times, or they recognize me. Anyway, random stuff in my brain, but when I draw or paint, my brain kind of goes quiet. That's really nice. This reminds me of corn. Okay, corn cob. I just want to add one here. So I will. Just a little one. Yeah, I don't like it. Oh well. So I'm just adding details, abstract details. It looks like a bug, like a caterpillar or centipede. You can move it around. I find looking at it from different angles helps. Just kind of helps you see different things or differently. Another thing I like from these is that when I start, I really don't know what it's going to look like in the end. I know when I started, I knew I was going to do some petals with some transparency and that I was going to do patterns on top of them, but I really had no clue what shape it would end up or what patterns I would use. So it's just as much a surprise for me right now as it is for you. It's probably even less a surprise for you because I was probably the thumbnail for the video you clicked on, so you knew what you were going to look at, but I didn't. And also the problem, or not a problem, the challenge be to not overdo it. Leaving blank or untouched areas is good. You just have to figure out which ones. Now this one doesn't stand out enough, so I'm gonna do more of the squiggly lines here and use the same technique to make the edges. And here I'm really less meticulous about darkening the intersections. I'm kind of just scribbling instead of making the nice roundness. I'm just darkening, insinuating that it's darker. Just need to put a bit more accent over here, and I think that will all be done. So for this one, I'm just trying to follow the line, but make it a little closer at the tip. So, oh, my squirrel is back! I have a squirrel feeder at my window. It makes me happy. This one's Jack. There's also Rosie and Bruno. Hee hee hee. You have to find what makes you happy in life, especially if it's free. Like squirrels. I really don't like that. I don't like that it's white. Then it just looks black. So I'll make it look like it's part of this whole petal and not just the tip. Okay, that's better. And you can keep going as much as you want. I have to learn to stop. But just because I have to learn to stop doesn't mean I need to stop now. Which brings me back to my problem. Okay, I'll just accentuate this here. Okay, I think I'm done. There's not enough going on here. No, I'm done. I'm done, okay. So now the big reveal. There's not much on the edges, so it's not such an exciting reveal, but still. Am I done? Yes, I'm done. Just make a decision and commit to it. Okay, now I have to sign it. Which means I need to figure out which way it goes. It goes like this, but I didn't leave much room. And there we go. We're done. Because I said I was done. And you can be done whenever you say you're done. Yay! I want to see what you painted and what you drew. So please, 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 after you like this video, comment with a picture of what you made. Even if it looks completely different, or if according to you it looks horrible, I still want to see it. So please subscribe, like, share with your friends, and share with me what you've made. Thank you so much for watching. Happy painting!